Greetings. Today I will be showing you how to apply for the 2021-2022 QCC Workforce Pathways Stipend in the California ECE Workforce Registry. This tutorial is specifically for the stipend formerly known as AB212, which is for participation in professional development for the parameter dates of March 2nd, 2021 through March 1st of 2022. You will first need to go to the ECE Workforce Registry website and click on Login. Please enter your email address and password. Once you're logged in, you will go to the left side of your screen and click on Stipends and Pathways. Go ahead and click on Application. It is very important that this information that is listed is accurate. Please review your personal information and your employer information. For example, if your employment information is incorrect and it is listing 2 sources of income when you only have 1 source of income, this may cause you not to be able to continue with the application process, as it may take you over the income eligibility requirement. To make updates to your personal information and your employment information, you can click on Education and Training Report. You can also click on Employment Profile. And you can also click on Return Home, and it'll take you to an area where you can edit this information as well. Once you have reviewed this information and it is reflecting accurately, go ahead and click on Confirm and Continue. You'll need to go ahead and scroll down to where it says San Bernardino County QCC Workforce Pathway Stipends Program, and go ahead and click on it. This point forward, you would be able to apply for the incentive program stipend or the stipend formerly known as AB212. This tutorial is specific for the stipend formerly known as AB212. You will go ahead and click on Continue to Online Application, and you'll proceed with filling out the information based on the stipend formerly known as AB212. For question number 1, please identify which qualification goals this stipend will help you attain. You may select up to 2. Everyone will be working on individual goals, and you will choose 2 that are specific for your goals. For question number 2, again, this is for the stipend formerly known as AB212. It is very important you mark spring of 2022. Those that mark fall 2021 will be contacted by our office, and if it continues to display as fall of 2021, the application will be denied. For question number 3, again, this is for the stipend formerly known as AB212. You will click on Professional Development. Under Pathway Information, you're going to need to type in various PD, as you will likely be receiving PD from various sources. For pathway detail, you need to have at minimum 21 hours, as it is reflecting how many hours of PD you anticipate completing between the parameter dates of March 2nd, 2021 through March 1st of 2022. For this stipend, 21 hours of professional development is required. So in this area, you will need to have 21 or higher to meet the eligibility requirements. Value type will automatically generate as hours, and additional information will automatically generate as NA. You will need to review the Statement of Understanding for the section of QCC Workforce Pathways Grant Stipend, formerly known as AB212. After you review this information, you will need to click on Submit Stipend Application. Just be aware that you are certifying that by submitting your application through the California ECE Workforce Registry, that you understand the eligibility requirements listed and you agree that you meet the requirements. Once you have reviewed, go ahead and click on Submit Stipend Application. If you receive this prompt, it is likely that your employment is not linked to your employer. I would encourage you to put the first and last name of your supervisor along with your email, the email address of the supervisor or administrator. Once you've done that, I would encourage you to go back to your employment verification and make sure that your employment is linked by your site license. This will likely fix this issue. To move on, I'm going to go ahead and enter my information so that we can proceed. All right, so step one, the online portion of your application has been submitted for review. Step two, you can go ahead and download the supplemental forms. They're just for your review. You do not need to print them or do anything additional with this information. Step three, upload your completed required documents, including your supplemental forms, to your profile in My Documents. This would be your California Child Development Permit. This would be any training certificates that you may have. And this would also be your plan, your professional development plan that you have completed with your advisor. These documents would be uploaded at this point. You can also upload them prior to the deadline. The deadline is March 1st of 2022. So as long as these documents are uploaded by that date, you will meet the eligibility requirements. We always encourage you to upload them as soon as possible so that we can process your application. And if we come across any issues, we're able to contact you before the deadline so that you don't miss out on the stipend. I would encourage you to make sure that you've completed your application correctly by going to My Stipends. And here you will see the stipend that you submitted. To view it, you would click here on View. And you'll be able to see that you submitted the professional development application. And right here where it says request status, it's showing applied. If you'd like to monitor your application, you can come in and click on Stipends and Pathways. Go to My Stipends. Click on View. And any updates, such as if we have accepted your application, if we've approved your application, all of that information will reflect here. Where it says applied, it would be updated to accepted or approved. I would also like to note where it says required documents, you're required to have the California Child Development Permit, your professional development certificates, and your professional growth plan. If you applied last program year, when you apply this year, these will automatically be marked. Once we receive the application, we will go in and unmark these, and they will display after that as blank until we go back in and review your documentation. We highly encourage you to keep an eye on this information, especially as we get close to the due date. If you see that any of these boxes are not marked and you feel that you have uploaded the correct information, you would definitely want to reach out to us to see if we haven't received it or what the issue may be. That concludes how to submit the application. Remember, do not forget to upload your documentation. The due date is March 1st of 2022. Any documentation uploaded after that due date will not be accepted.